Okay, well, obviously we're coming back into session January the 8th, and we're going to be having our caucus elections on December the 12th, and I think that'll be relatively uneventful from what I'm seeing. That I don't expect any challenges to any of the leadership positions, and as I watched as the House had a few yesterday. But it is going to be an interesting time to govern, I suppose, with 26 members in our caucus now, and how we divide that up. And I'm very preliminarily, and I mean very preliminarily, beginning to start looking at committees and how I appoint those committees. I will be taking all the standing committees will be 7-2, where some of them are 6-3 and 5-4 now. So all of them will be 7-2 Republican, Democrat. Finance will be 8-3, and that's almost perfectly reflected in about 78% is where it comes out to 26-7. There will be 14 Republicans who serve on 3 committees and 11 Republicans that serve on 2 committees, and that adds up to the 64 committee slots. And on the Democrat side, there will be 5 Democrats serve on 3 committees and 2 Democrats only serve on 2 committees. Now, besides that, with all the vacancies that we have and the fact that we elected 3 doctors and all of them would love to be on health committee, just using that as an example, this may be one of the toughest times I'll ever have appointing committees. So I just very preliminarily in my brain with a board for the first time started looking at that today, and I worked on it for about an hour and practically got a headache and said, let's put this off for a little while, because it is going to be tough. But that's going to be the first things I have to face, obviously, when we come back in. And I think that's by far the most important thing that I do as Speaker.
Starting afresh on committees? Or are you going to just start committees?
I'm not going to say starting afresh, but I want to make sure that we have the most qualified people in the right position. We're going, and having 8 freshmen is challenging in and of itself. And then you have Frank Nice, who has some experience coming over from the House. You have Farrell Hale, who's actually served in the Senate. If you think about the expertise on obviously John Stevens being an attorney, you'd think he'd go on judiciary, you would think. The 3 doctors, I say, would all like to be on the health committee, even though I'm not sure that's going to work out that way. So I'm not starting afresh, but just because you're on a committee right now doesn't mean you're going to stay on that committee, and we'll just have to figure that out as we go along.
Does that hold true for who's chairing the committees as well?
Possibly. There may be some changes there too. I just have to figure out how it works out and make sure again that we have the most qualified people in the right spot.
Do you think you'll still have Beavers heading up Judiciary Committee?
Yeah, I've not gotten that far down the road. I haven't who's where, and so I'm just saying that, you know, that there may be some changes in different places. I don't even know. It'll be challenging.
What date are you setting to make these announcements?
The Thursday, January the 10th.